You're aware that Jim Cramer recently made a significant disclosure regarding Tesla stock. Tesla continues to make headlines, albeit not always for the right reasons. Continue to tune in and observe to see what Jim Cramer has to say on Tesla stock. The name Tesla is becoming more and more familiar. It was successful enough today for the majority of people worldwide to be familiar with the Tesla brand. Because of this, professionals and analysts have praised it and criticized it in equal measure. You may learn about the significant update on Tesla stock that Jim Cramer recently disclosed in today's video. To begin with, who is Jim Cramer and why is anything he says important? American television personality and author James Joseph Cramer is better known by his stage name, Jim Cramer. He anchors Squawk on the Street and hosts Mad Money on CNBC. In 1987, Cramer founded Cramer Berkowitz and served as its senior partner in addition to managing hedge funds. Jim Cramer founded Cramer and Company, a hedge fund, using his personal stock market expertise. From 1987 to 2000, Cramer managed his fund and experienced just 1 year of negative returns. In the end, he left his hedge fund in 2001, having made an average yearly return of 24 from 1987 to 2001, which translated into an average annual dividend of more than $10 million over the course of those 14 years. In 1996, Cramer Co. freesoundestreet.com, a website that offers analysis and recommendations on the stock market. While he was still employed at his hedge fund, Cramer holds the second largest stake in the company. As of August 2019, the company's market capitalization was $1.07 billion. But in 2005, Maven bought the street. Jim Cramer agreed to host Mad Money, the CNBC program for which he is best known. Instead than trying to influence viewers' opinions, the show aims to educate them on how to think like seasoned investors. Over the last 10 years, the program's popularity has steadily increased, positioning it as one of CNBC's most watched investing programs. All my career, I've been fascinated by companies with vociferous bulls, ferocious bears, if only because they could be so entertaining, Cramer once stated. 2019 saw the conversion of a scathing Tesla critic. Jim Cramer of CNBC's Mad Money went from being an agnostic skeptic of the electric car maker's stock to being a fervent bull of it. The host of Mad Money said that he had grown to love Tesla and now views the company as a battleground stock. This is a great time to buy Tesla, Cramer remarked in 2021. But by 2022, this Jim Cramer, who had previously expressed a great deal of optimism over Tesla, announced that he preferred Ford above Tesla stocks. Tesla is regarded as one of the best options available for EVs right now. Just last year, the EV company's shareholder returns were 9.7. However, Cramer revealed in a March interview that he prefers Ford shares to Tesla stock. He claims that Ford is getting ready to overtake Tesla and take the lead in the EV industry. By 2026, Ford is reported by hoping to build over 2 million electrified cars. James Farley, the CEO of Ford, doesn't do anything that doesn't generate revenue. According to Cramer, this is supported by the fact that once Farley took over in 2020, the company's stock price rose. Like Musk, Farley intends to shift the company's focus from internal combustion engines to electric vehicles, just like Tesla did. Recall that Jim Cramer expressed disapproval of Tesla's upcoming Cybertruck. This is going to be Elon Musk's first failure. He predicted, naturally, this hasn't been confirmed yet, but the amount of pre-orders and reservations for the Cybertruck suggests otherwise. In addition to criticizing Tesla, Cramer suggested switching to a Ford electric vehicle. While it's possible that Tesla may soon face fierce competition, given the number of large companies starting to switch to electric vehicles, Adam Jonas of Morgan Stanley stated that the current EV market is a race that Tesla has so far been winning. In his metaphorical comparison of the electric vehicle business to a marathon, he stated that Tesla is leading at mile 21 while the others are still tying their shoes. In order to bolster his argument, he provided data on recent car deliveries, which show that Tesla is still in a solid position and is getting stronger as the marathon goes on. Nevertheless, the markets that Tesla and Ford are in are very distinct. In terms of advancements, Ford is still a whole generation behind Tesla, despite Ford's attempts to catch up. Why, therefore, did Jim Cramer select Ford over Tesla? A global recession is predicted by many experts, since some believe that this volatility stems from the macroeconomic environment as a whole. Nevertheless, Cramer sees the market favorably and thinks that if certain things go correctly, stocks would undoubtedly soar. According to Cramer, a variety of economic factors can affect investors' perceptions of the stock market and their choices regarding the purchase and sale of shares. While it might appear from a recent interview that Cramer has just set his sights on an AV firm that isn't Tesla, it turns out that he hasn't endorsed any other electric vehicle manufacturer. Indeed, he expressed his opinion that Rivian is not the next Tesla. American electric car manufacturer and automotive technology business Rivian Automotive Inc. This statement is similar to that of Cathie Wood, an American investor, successful stock picker, and founder, CEO, and CEO of ARK Invest, a $60 company that makes investments in cutting-edge technologies like genomics and self-driving cars. According to Wood, Tesla is 3 to 4 years ahead of Lucid and Rivian in the battery market. She went on to say that Tesla is well ahead of practically everyone else in the battery industry because of their innovative approaches, particularly when it comes to introducing silicon into anodes and experimenting with ultracapacitors. Wood thinks Tesla is 3 to 4 years ahead of the competition because of these factors. Do you believe Tesla can continue to dominate the electric vehicle market? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Jim Cramer discussed how to identify the next high growth stock before it becomes popular. If you know where to look, you can always uncover equities with strong growth potential. He said, according to Cramer, it can sometimes be as easy as enjoying a company's offerings and then doing further study to see whether the stock is worthwhile to purchase. When Cramer's daughter made the decision to invest in Tesla, the manufacturer of electric cars, in 2019, that was indeed the case. She chose to hire a Tesla while traveling from Oregon to Los Angeles. Cramer claims she wasn't into cars before, but she was astonished by how much she enjoyed driving an electric car, how simple it was to refuel. According to her, it was the world's most enjoyable car, Cramer adds. Although Cramer was dubious about the firm and emphasized that the stock was pricey, his daughter was sold on Tesla. Yeah, Cramer's daughter declared that she thought Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, was credible. She added that because Cramer was too elderly to recognize the possibilities of electric vehicles. He had a prejudice against the company. Cramer remembers her stating, "I want to buy Tesla stock and I'm going to save up to own a Tesla." As expected, she gave in, seen a tenfold spike in Tesla's shares, claims Cramer. She was adamant. He says she bought it and did the work. Right. The key lesson here is to ask yourself if you enjoy a company before investing in its stock. If the response is affirmative, you should investigate the company's Securities and Exchange Commission filings in order to determine whether or not it's a suitable investment. Key performance indicators, including sales, net income, debt to equity ratio, and cash flow, are all covered in these reports. Additionally, you should educate yourself as much as you can about the business and its rivals. This can be accomplished by reading news articles, perusing the firm website, and, if accessible, attending their earnings calls. Selecting a firm you enjoy can be a terrific method to find a stock with growth potential, regardless of which one you choose to explore. According to Cramer, this is the reason it's critical to comprehend your preferences as a customer. According to Cramer, a company is more likely to continue producing high quality goods, even if customer demand changes. If it develops an innovative product that you appreciate, it is imperative to emphasize the significance of thoroughly researching any stock you are considering. Even seasoned investors take the time and spend the money necessary to research and evaluate the information before making a wise choice. Visit Tesla stock and view our other films, please.